more. Clara, of course, had her own version. She began messaging relatives with long rants about me. In her version, I was jealous, desperate, and couldn't stand to see her happy. She painted me as the villain who came storming into her celebration with the intention of destroying her moment. The problem was, she repeated this enough times that a few relatives started asking questions again. One of my aunts reached out and told me Clara insisted her fiancé was real, just a very private person who didn't like family drama. That was why he hadn't shown up, she claimed. That was why no one had met him. Clara's story shifted into secrecy, banking on the idea that people would be too polite to push harder. But I couldn't shake what I had overheard outside the bathroom. The phone call about keeping the story straight. It didn't sound like a woman protecting a shy fiancé. It sounded like someone scrambling to maintain a lie. The longer I thought about it, the more I doubted a fiancé even existed at all. Daniel advised me to ignore it. He said Clara was throwing smoke bombs to keep people guessing, and if we kept chasing her lies, we'd only get dragged deeper. I wanted to agree, but I also knew how persuasive Clara could be when she wanted the spotlight. By Sunday, another family lunch was on the calendar. I debated skipping it, but Daniel suggested we go as usual. When we arrived, Clara wasn't there yet. She strolled in nearly 40 minutes late, her hair slightly messy, her shoulders sagging as if she had just come from a long day. She dropped into her chair with a sigh loud enough for the whole table to hear and announced she was exhausted from wedding planning stress. The cousins traded looks, some biting back smiles, others outright smirking. Clara kept going, spinning vague anecdotes about her fiancé's demanding career and how he was always busy. She never gave a job title, never offered details, just broad strokes designed to sound impressive without being specific. She also made a point of sitting as far from Daniel as possible. She busied herself with chatting to relatives at the opposite end of the table, her eyes darting away whenever ours met. It was obvious she wanted to steer attention anywhere but in our direction. The conversation limped along until one cousin casually asked to see a picture of the mysterious fiancé. The question was innocent enough, but it hit Clara like a dart. She coughed into her napkin, exaggerated and sudden, then waved the question away. She muttered something about her phone battery being dead, then quickly switched to another topic entirely. The deflection was clumsy, and the silence that followed was telling. People leaned back in their chairs, brows raised, lips pressed together to hide smirks. No one bought it. And in that moment, it became clear that Clara's performance was collapsing in slow motion. Each excuse chipped away at the image she was trying to hold together, and each vague claim only deepened the suspicion that there was no fiancé at all. About a week after the awkward Sunday lunch, I got a message from one of my cousins.